Hi, everybody. Jayson Hardie, Homestead Financial Mortgage. Today, I'm here with Jim St. Jim, our Chief Information Officer. How's it going, man?
Going well, Jason. How are you?
Long time no see.
Yeah.
All right, what we wanted to try and cover is we're going to start a series called How Working from Home is Working for Homestead. And so you were the first person I thought of because all of us pivoting to working from home really revolved around you.
I was in a mad rush. I recall that day. We were pretty well set up for the most part. We had a lot of our workforce using remote laptops and teleworking to begin with. But when we came across the fact that the COVID was going to do a stay-at-home order, we had to start thinking about all the people in the office that didn't have a workstation or a laptop, our intra-office personnel.
How many people did you think, like what percent work from home did you think we had at the time?
I would say we probably had about a 25 to 35%.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretty much went to almost 100%. I mean, pretty much of our workforce can operate remotely, but that whole desktop experience remotely, that was the challenge.
Yeah, the thing that really struck me is that how you had us set up for this transition really well. Probably a couple of years ago, between cloud phone system, cloud mortgage software, and then Office 365. Really, it allowed for this really, I wouldn't say seamless because nothing about this has been seamless, but if you had to say that we'd make a transition like this, I definitely would have taken it. And I was going through like the dates here, 16th through the 18th, we had like is when they started making the announcements, and then we decided it's Tuesday. How do we get us to go from 25% who can work from home to 100% who will work from home all the time?
Right. Yeah, I would say the dash to get those products from like our local Best Buys and Costco's to just get them the physical equipment was the first priority. And then after that, getting them staged and comfortable to work remotely was the second.
I forgot until you just had mentioned it, I forgot the mad dash to Costco and Best Buy to go raid every piece of equipment we could. Oh man, I forgot all about that because we had some desktops and then we had a lot of surfaces out there.
Sure. And
then, okay, so what was the adoption of Teams?
Teams, a product we've been using for a long time now, just kind of made us aware that how valuable that is in a situation like this. When you take away the ability to go walk down the hall or go see somebody face to face, even in our kitchen at the office there. So we didn't have that anymore. So I think people started to realize, hey, I can still do these things. I can still meet with people face to face. I just have to do it through this Teams program, and it's worked out well.
Yeah, it's amazing what you'll do if you have to.
True.
Because we always had an option. I'm looking at the email here on the 18th of March. It says, hey, look, we're going to be working from home. So anyone who hasn't in the next 2 days, go home, work from home, have a test run, and make sure you work out the kinks because we got one more day to be able to do it once you've done that.
Sure. And we wanted to make sure we had enough time as well to use our digital defense products to make sure that those homes were secure, that those products were still maintaining the security that we need for the financial industry.
Okay, so you had an added layer. It wasn't just hooking up all the hoses and the networks and everything like that. It's making sure that what we're hooking up was secure, right? Huh?
Correct. I mean, we're dealing with people's financial information. We don't want that leaked.
Yep, that'd be that's definitely a thing. How'd you feel that day?
I mean, I was a little rushed, but overwhelmed. I knew that even after we did get them the hardware, they would have to get acquainted to it. So we figured there'd be an onslaught of IT tickets that day, and even the days to follow. But I'd say after about 3 days, it had leveled off to where everybody was comfortable. So I thought the transition was smooth, all things considered.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to have this conversation, because it's one of those things, if you look back a month ago and how I felt and what I thought this is the best scenario. We thought we're positioned okay to manage something like this, and then it wound up going off as well as we did, because I've looked at our productivity and I've looked at the files that we continue to put in, and everything that we continue to be able to accomplish under this of most bizarre scenarios. And a month in the rearview mirror, and we're still in the middle of it. We're still plugging along and doing some great stuff.
Yeah, I would say our productivity, if anything, has gone up. People seem to feel like they have to work longer when they work from home too, I think, because they got to eat up that time, the drive time even. So you're adding an hour for some people on both ends of the workday that they were normally sitting in a car, and now they're filling that time by just closing more loans and processing more files.
Awesome. Jim St. Jim, I thank you very much, man. It's been I remember the days that you decided we have to go this direction, and thanks for leading us in that direction. Certainly it paid off.
My pleasure. I'm glad it worked out.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for listening, and always stay well.
Take care.